Good morning, YouTube, or afternoon actually. It's about 1:59 p.m. I've been up most of the morning doing some social media stuff and things of that nature. I'm actually going to blow my dad's computer out today with my air compressor, just to give it a bit of a dust over and stuff. At the moment, the only thing I don't have is a paintbrush because I wanted to just get some little bits and pieces, but that's alright. We'll see if I can raise the pressure on the air compressor maybe. I'm going to blow my dad's computer out because it's a bit dusty at the moment. I just want to clean it up a bit, and I probably just want to look on the internals. I might even add a hard drive into it, to be honest. At this point, I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do. I don't know. I will probably have to clear some space on my workbench, most likely, which is not a major issue. But what I have ended up doing with my workspace, alright, so basically, at this point, I'm just going to whack the camera here for a moment. Generally that area. So what I'm probably going to do is remove this, do some general blowing out of that, and I'll just go and get it out of the area it should be. Okay. We have to turn some lighting on. Definitely help. Right. Where did I put my... There we go. Just need to grab this side of the case off. So I do that anyway. Right, let's see. Anyway, I'm going to take one. I'm going to take this side off and the other side. Around a bit. The biggest challenge will probably be not so much my dad's computer. It'll probably be more the kitchen, not the kitchen, the workbench computer. I've got to clean that out as well. But I may not do that today. I'll probably do that another day. Just for the moment, I'm gonna do this one. So So for the moment, I'm just going to be doing that computer as the main one. So I don't know whether I'm actually going to... I might put another hard drive in here, I'll see. Depending on the circumstance and how things work out. Let me just see if I can reposition this camera a bit better. I might end up... Position that a little bit better. So it's actually... Just put this freaking thing up. Come on. Come on. So what I might end up doing, depending on the circumstance, is this is my little thing. I mean, to be honest, I think about getting a bigger air compressor, to be truthful, at this point in time. I know. I've got to take the... I've just got to basically give it enough stuff inside. Oh, you can actually see the dust is coming out of it. This has not been dusted in a while, so I figured why the hell not? I need to do it at some point. There was a requirement. So, just to prove that I do dust my computers out, I do get up to stuff when I'm not busy doing YouTube videos in between that. Actually, I need to take this front panel off. Get a little bit of grip on it, that's the problem. There we go. Beautiful. Take that off for the moment. There's a little bit of a filter thing in between calculation and cleaning. Come off pretty easily with one of this. It's a Cooler Master case anyway, so good branding anyway. So the other case I've got is Cooler Master. My one is an NZX2. To be honest, I wouldn't mind getting a larger Cooler Master case for my own personal case, but I just don't know whether it'll sit on my desk. It might be okay, I don't know, but I don't like my chances of getting all the stuff I've got in my computer, that's the thing. Always helps to regularly dust the crap out and things of that nature. Helps so much in that sense of things. And it generally helps to have it. Generally it just helps to dust it down. Not just that, the front fans too. The front fans get pretty dusty though. Second. To be honest, I wouldn't mind getting a better air compressor, to be truthful. Something a little bit stronger that's going to blow the dust out of there. It doesn't do a bad job, but it doesn't do a perfect job either, so that can be a little frustrating, I guess, you know, as well. Maybe take the front section out. It's definitely something I need to do. I definitely need to. So what I'm thinking I need to do at this point is definitely need the front. Anyway, give it a full clean. It hasn't been a while since it's been cleaned out, so I don't mind giving it a full clean. Normally have to take the screws out and stuff, things of that nature. There we go. screws. That's another thing I have to get too, is a magnetic plate for screws, because I get sick of dropping them and losing them down behind something, or possibly losing them at a later date, which is rather frustrating, to be honest. Gets me rather annoyed, but oh well, not too much about it, up until the point I get something magnetic on it. I haven't blown dust out of this for a while, so I'm just giving it a good going over. I wish I had a brush. I wish I had a like a paintbrush. I think most of them are already over at the other house because my dad needed to do some touch-up paint on the other house. So before we left, we had to get the Mon back on it. So. I'll leave that there for a second. Move that fan out of the way. Yep, for a second I'll just disconnect that fan temporarily. Pretty good. Just want to make sure everything is connected correctly. Simple channel. I'm wondering whether I'll probably go that anyway. That's not a problem. Okay. So let's see. That one's okay. Go with the radiator back in. So. Connect the fan. If I can see what I'm doing, I should be able to see what I'm doing if I adjust the light a bit. There we go. Okay, perfect. That should work. Okay. Yeah. Facing this way, just towards the sticker at the back. I mean, the rotation of this is probably not the best rotation I can specifically get for this fan, but, or sorry, the rotation for the radiator itself, but it's the best I could do with the case that I had, so I'm just working with it basically. Okay, ones anyway. Put those in there. Screw those in there. Put those in. Got one screw in, put another screw in. Okay, perfect. See if we can get that. Okay, and let me see. Perfect. Right, so that radiator is back in where it should be. And what else we got? I was thinking about putting an extra hard drive in there, but I haven't got a massive amount of space at the moment, so I'm trying to figure out. I might set that for another day. For this one thing, I just want to blow the dust out of it. Basically, make sure it's clean. to get this cleaned up as much as possible. So it's not as dusty. Clean out the power supply a little bit too, because the dust does affect the power supply at certain times. Okay, I think we're okay now. I mean, it's only my dad's computer, so it's not a major issue. For the client's computer, I'll probably clean it more extensively. I might even pull it out another day and give it a bit more of a clean. I normally go through it with a proper paintbrush and things like that, just to clean the extra stuff with the fans and everything else, but I'm just mostly blowing air out of it. It's not doing too bad, so doesn't look as dusty as it was. Get some dust a little bit, but that's not overly bad. As long as I get it relatively clean, that's the main thing. Just some dust. Ports a little bit of. Not too bad. There we go. Oh, for the moment, that'll do. For the moment. Front case. I had a paintbrush or not. Yeah, that's normally what I use as a soft paintbrush. Just to go over the venting sometimes, and also other areas as well. Let's see. Okay. As I said, this is my dad's computer. My dad's computer tends to get a bit of dust. It tends to get a bit dirty too, so I mean, it's not the most perfect computer, but I mean, if it was more of a gaming rig, I'd probably have more of a go of it, but it's not really designed for games. It's just more for his eBay and things of that nature. What else we got? Let me see here. So, I think for the moment we're okay. Let's just check the back. Too bad. I could probably just clean the front with a cloth or something. Not too bad, as long as I keep it. I mean, there's allowance for a little bit of dust, I think, in most environments. As long as it doesn't get too dusty. That's what I'm worried about, just getting too dusty, like dust bunnies, like literally dust, everywhere. And that's rather frustrating, especially when you've got a lot of dust. I mean, that's the most thing, you can clog up fans and do a lot of damage in most cases. As long as I keep it, it's just like a tiny bit of dust on the bottom of it or something like that. I'm not going to majorly gripe about that. As long as it's relatively not dusty, that's the main thing. Right, let's put this over here. Now, another thing I want to do is work on my sister's laptop or getting it booted, which I was having initial problems with her laptop, which was rather frustrating, to be honest. Screws. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. I might get it. I think I want to get another or a stronger air compressor, but that won't be till a later date. I don't mind the air compressor I've got. It's just it could be a little stronger sometimes with some things, particularly certain types of computers in. With some of the stuff I get into clean, so because normally I have to clean it by hand otherwise. That's the only thing I think I need to order in, to be honest. At some point, is order myself a new air compressor. That's a lot better generally for thicker dust. Okay, let's see. Slide back on this. And I won't, because I'm working on my dad's computer so often, and I take stuff in and out of it so often, I will just tighten the screws, basically. I don't see the point. Mind you, I did have one of them not thumb tightened, but I don't see the point, especially if I'm doing upgrades to it and stuff like that all the time, so it's just no freaking point. It's ridiculous having to constantly undo the things with a screwdriver, so I just thumb tighten them. And that's the best option. Alright, so for now I'll leave that to... I'm going to put that back inside. By the time I come out, will the camera have turned itself off? We'll see. We will see. Right. Right, I'm back. Just in time too. Looks like the camera's about ready to turn off. So, yeah, that was my, what I might do. Sorry, more vacuum. No, it's not that. It's not a matter. Actually, there's more dust in the other one that I did. There's more dust in my one than there was in the other one. So I might just grab up my sister's laptop. I've still got to strip this machine down. It's beside me. But I might grab up my sister's laptop because she asked me to work on it. She's a bit dusty at the moment, but it's only because I haven't watched anything on for a few weeks. Let me see, where did I put this laptop? I put the laptop away for her to keep it in good condition. Here it is. Put it here, and power supply in question. Right, so let's see if we can get this booted. Hopefully. Well, I can only be hopeful, but I don't know whether it's going to happen or not. We will see. Boards that are in there are good circuit, voltage protected ones as well, so they should be fine. Power cord, there we go. And I'm just going to plug this in, see if we can get it to boot. So I don't know what's going on with me. At the moment, I'm having some problems with my sister's computer, which the main thing it seems to be is it's having problems booting. So at this point, the options that I've got is to get the data off the chip, because there's a chip inside it. I have to actually take it apart again, which I hadn't initially taken the back off and everything else. I looked at the back of it. Taking the battery out as well, just to make sure that the battery was okay. The only option I've really got, if it's not really fixable, I can just get this. I have to do some more research online, because I know I was looking at the fact that there might be some buttons that I can actually push. There was some stuff that I was looking at online, specifically related to it. It was an issue. Oh, well, not an issue, but it was related to the fact. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a little bit crunched in here at the moment because we're still trying to move everything around and still trying to get everything where it should be. Okay, so I just workbench machine. So at the moment, I'm just going to turn my workbench machine on and see if I can find out any details that I need specifically. Mainly because I saw online a couple of things. I don't know, I may have to research it. It may take me a day or two just to find what I'm specifically looking for. There's some reset buttons specifically on the Samsung laptops. We'll see. Right. Can I put this camera? That's not going to be in the way. Put that down there for a second. Move some of this stuff, because I think this stuff is just extra stuff that I had lying around, so I'll put that down there for the moment. That can sit there, that can sit there. Those are my keys, and that can sit. So, fucking hell, are you serious? Oh no, never mind. I thought the bloody thing was blank. Okay, never mind. Right, so, yeah. Area anyway. So, just move a few things around. I'll just have a quick squeeze and see if I can find it online. I don't know whether I will be able to or not. There was a problem with the Samsung. Specifically, that model, I think, was having issues, or it had a couple of issues with it. Let's see. Samsung notebook. Actually, very similar to my sister's, I think, actually, offhand. I think this thing needs to do updates, to be honest. At this point in time. Let me do our updates. Oh, let's see. So let's do its updates now. Close that. So that's the actual book she's got. Lucky for that, actually. It's lucky that came up, because it was the first thing that was for sale on eBay. Reset. Power. Button. I guess that's what I classified as. We'll just see. We'll see what it comes up with. It's a force power off on London Slide Series laptop. Won't turn off. Won't turn on. Okay. So, Samsung, won't turn on. Why won't your computer turn on? Yada, yada, yada. I fix it stuff in the forum, so let's have a look and see what they've got to say. Completely ruined. Place my laptop battery and that fixed the problem. Let's take a look at the troubleshoot guide and also the repair guide. Faulty power adapter, faulty battery. So, replacing the battery would probably not be a problem, but I don't know whether it is the battery. I mean, I'm going to say that it's probably most likely the battery. Let me just see if it's got the same symptoms that this person does as well. Let's see. My computer's having issues suddenly shutting down without warning. My battery indicator on my Windows taskbar has been stating for the past month that my battery is damaged. Today... my battery is damaged today. When trying to turn on my computer, I found it was completely unresponsive. Despite plugging my laptop into a power source, pressing the power button does not do anything. What do I do? So, the troubleshooting guide, which let's have a look. Computer will not turn on response on any sign of powering on. Check to make sure the power is plugged in. Make sure the indicator light on the power adapter is on. If the adapter is plugged in, indicator light gives us not appear. That may be defective. I'll just double check that, but I'm pretty sure that I'll check that beforehand. But you know, it's blue as hell. Faulty battery. If your laptop only powers up when the adapter is plugged in, regardless of charging time, the battery should be replaced. Use the guide. Replace the battery. Okay, laptop experiencing flickers on screen. Faulty battery connection. On the screen resolution. Faulty or loose cables. Sound quality. Okay, so there's nothing describing what in the troubleshooting guide. This is on iFixit, and I do because I have iFixit tools myself for working on laptops. So they're normally pretty spot on with most of this stuff. Let's see. So I'd say, looking at the guide, just a quick troubleshooting guide, just to establish what I'm looking for here. Regardless of charging time. So I'd say, make sure you check the adapter. Power adapter is plugged in. Make sure. If the adapter is plugged in and the indicator light still does not appear, the adapter may be defective. Consider buying a new power adapter. Now, there's nothing wrong with the power adapter because the light indicator is already on it. I can see that clearly. I did get it to boot once. I only got it to boot once, but I didn't get to boot after that. So, power loss, overheating, faulty cable, faulty battery. Maybe decline persistence. Let me just go back. Some people give me the same response. So that's not the problem. I mean, it's not the problem I'm having anyway with it, with the one that my sister's got. So let me just have a quick squeeze, and I'm just going to update Java while I'm here. So I haven't updated this computer with software wise, so I probably should do that today, to be honest. Let's see. Yes. Right. Downloading installer. See, laptop won't fan on, turn on. Laptop won't turn on. Fan goes when I do turn it on. Green light for charge. Blue when I try to turn it on. No screen, just black. Sleep on hibernate mode. Yeah, well, I already knew that part. I did that initially. Pull the battery and unplug it, let it sit for a minute and discharge any caps, replace the battery, plug it in and try again, good luck. Okay, so basically they've done what I've done. I've unplugged the battery for at least probably a minute or so. I've actually left the battery unplugged inside off the system, and I've done the exact same thing as somebody just described there. So that's exactly what I've been done, and they say good luck to that person anyway. Plug. Skip these steps if I've done already. I'm just doing these. Okay, start by doing a hard reboot. Remove the battery, unplug the AC adapter, then press and hold the power button for 20 seconds. Then try booting it up again. 20 seconds. Alright, worth a try, worth a try. So let me just unplug the power adapter to see. Hold on a second, that's probably right. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, hold on a second. That's curious. Yeah, a little bit extra. See if that works. No screen. I will probably most likely have to take the screws out of this and actually disassemble it correctly. Or, sorry, not disassemble, I mean disconnect the battery again. So... see if some of these buttons might work. See, I'm just going to try a couple of buttons, because that has happened to me before. I pressed a button, like the different BIOS buttons and everything else, exiting everything else, and sometimes that works. With some computers, it just depends. I think it depends vastly on the computer in most cases, but from personal experience, that's what I've found with some computers. You can get them to... Okay. Right, so let's see. At this point, I'm not majorly worried. If it takes too long to sort of get a solution to the problem, I'm just going to bugger it all and I'm just going to buy a little converter thing and get the stuff off the chip drive that's in there already. Because I don't want to muck around with it too much if it's just completely, off the rails and I'm just going to be bothered trying to fix it. The truth of the situation is my sister needs the data because she's trying to get some stuff. She needs it for work, basically. So, I probably won't fiddle around with it too long, if I can help it. But I have to order the part off eBay anyway, so that's not a problem. Let's see. Yep. Okay. See, there's a funny little thing that I did before, which was pushing the power button, like, on and off sort of thing, to sort of get it working properly, and it worked for a little while. I think I started pressing certain BIOS buttons. Let's see if that works. Are they going to do anything? I'd just be curious if that actually fucking worked, but... Huh. There's a BIOS button. I actually got to work out what the freaking BIOS buttons are. Oh, we're going to actually have to find out what the BIOS buttons are. So let me see here. BIOS buttons. Yeah, I don't know, because I think it's all wired into the system. The RAM on that's wired into the system, from what I can tell. It doesn't appear to be on the board unless it's around the front. Reinstall the main battery, reconnect the adapter, power adapter to the laptop, and turn on the laptop. Because there is to see that model, this model that my sister ended up getting, it's actually got a BIOS battery, an individual BIOS battery. I just looked at this guy. He's talking about the laptop he's got in question, so that this has actually got an individual BIOS battery in it from what I can tell, so it just needs to be disconnected. So I have to disconnect that plus some other stuff. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with the power adapter. I've determined that much because I know I can see the power adapter's working fine. It's either a motherboard issue or it's something on the motherboard. So what I'll probably have to do is disassemble this again, which that's not a major issue. I can do that. I probably want to do it today. I'll probably do it tomorrow most likely. I wanted to do just one sort of project today, which was blow up my dad's computer. And then I'll probably do the workbench computer tomorrow, most likely. In the meantime, is that going to work? Well, just hold on a second. I want to see what the BIOS button is on this. Oh, God. It's freezing in here. I should probably put a coat in, but hold on. Go back. Let's see. BIOS button. Let's want to see the BIOS keys. How to enter BIOS on a Samsung. It's F2. Alright, that's good to know. Let's see. So it's F2, that's good. Okay. Right. Right. So I can do that, I can definitely do that. Yes, I can definitely do that, that'll work. Let me try this. Just completely power the system off. So I'm going to turn this on while pressing F2. Did it work? See if F2 works. Doesn't sound too healthy. I think one of my hard drives on my workbench computer needs working on, or possibly replacing. Yeah, it doesn't sound very healthy. That's not an issue. I can replace it at some point anyway. Come on. Right, okay. Interesting. I wonder if there's some buttons. Come on. F2, come on, you fucker. With a little bit of luck, but maybe not. Nope. Okay, that's not working. So I'm probably going to have to re-disassemble this or take the screws out and everything else. I probably won't do that today. That's another project for another day. I will set that for another day. For the moment, because I'll probably have to completely disconnect the BIOS battery again, and I'll have to completely disconnect the power and let it drain, pretty much. I might even let it drain for a couple of hours. I know that seems a bit, pointless, but to be honest, I think it just, maybe like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes or something, I might let it drain the power out of the system. Just out of curiosity, just to see if it makes a difference. If it doesn't, that's fine. I'm not majorly griped about it, but we'll give it a try. I've done my dad's computer, so that's good. My camera gets dusty. So, I've done a bit of research on that at this point. I'll come back to it. And I'll see how it goes. That's alright, that's up to date. That's Verify Java, that's nice. And that's my Facebook, thank you very much. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, somebody commented on my nice stuff. That's good. So, so enter BIOS on the system on the Samsung Optavia Book Plus 9 or 9 Plus. So at this point, I don't know what's going on with my sister's computer at this point. I'm trying my best to sort of fix it, but we'll see what direction it generally heads when things are finished. In the meantime, I'm going to get back and edit this video anyway, to be honest. So I'll probably, as I said, we're probably going to do that. I'll probably do what else? Let's see. That's just updating Antivirus. I might even do some updates. Actually, I might even do some updates. So we'll do a bit of a workbench sort of day, you know, to be honest. I mean, it's freaking cold out here, but I might even go get a coat in a minute and we'll sit out here for a while and just do some stuff on the computer, just some updates and stuff. I need to do, just doing some the antivirus updates at the moment, which I just did. As I said, I sort of worked a bit on my sister's computer. Antivirus updates at this point in time, doing to Zone Alarm, just a Java update then. Check if there's any updates that are needed for Windows. Pretty much my average day anyway when I'm doing this type of stuff. So let's see. And of course you can see over there. What else we got? That's my Facebook stuff. So in between that, I'm gonna make sure. Well, which I did. I made sure on my dad's computer and on my computer and stuff that everything was up to date. So there's a new version of that. No thanks. Yes, download. Okay, download the latest version. I'm just downloading the latest version of this. And if it downloads, hello. There we go. And open 2 fucking windows. What the? Why did that not come up? Because there was a oh, I know. Go on, never mind. Probably a bit not on fucking. Come on a minute. Oh, never mind about that. That's just a video that's gonna stupid freaking video in the background. So just never mind about that. I'm just downloading it at the moment. Then the speed isn't as great out. The speed isn't as great out here as it is in the house. So obviously, it's not going to be as good, but it's still pretty good speed for our side. I probably will get some type of extender or something that's a bit more flared, a little better in that sense. So let's see. It's downloaded. Uninstall. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to do a basic install. Just close that. The thing I do need to do though is blow this computer out, which I don't know. I probably won't do that today. I think I might just cover the software today as a main point. Do a bit of cleaning on the system as well in the software sense. Okay, so we'll just close the system off. That's all right. We'll clear that out, and let's see. Freaking cold in here. That's the only problem, but that's not a major issue. I'll just shut the door. The camera just stopped. Yep. Well, I'll close that door just in case. It's open anyway. Just close the garage a little bit. So there's a little bit of warm air. Well, you know, relatively warm anyway. Air in here. So let's see. Let's see, what do we got here? So that's some of my stuff from YouTube and Facebook. So let me see here. There's a clock. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, we still got to do a lot of cleaning in the garage. As you can see, it's still a big mess at the moment. But that's alright. I mean, Dad's got to bring some stuff in and organise some stuff into certain sections of the garage and stuff of that nature. So at this point, we got that. Okay, so what I've done, I'm not running a clean on that. Okay, so that's clean. I've updated the Univirus. It's pretty close to updating anyway. What else we got? We got Windows updates, they're fine. Drop that in there. Replace. What else we got? Got other stuff in here too. Let's see. Most of these programs I'll probably have to update, to be honest. So, I'm sure if Audacity has a auto updater. We'll see. Updates, check for updates. What version have I got? This is just some of the stuff I randomly put on it, but though I do like having it on there, just for in case I have to use this machine for specific purposes. Otherwise, then shit, discard that other one. So there we go. I'm just started downloading an update for that. The other thing I might do is rock on over to Ninite and do a automatic installer. Ninite.com.au. Right, there we go. I didn't do that right, did I? That's better. Now, oh man, it is cold. Wow, it is cold and the witch is tin in here. Pipe box. What have we got on there? Got an alarm. 9 bytes. That. Because I may want to put my emails on here later at a later date, maybe. And Destiny. And anything else? Dropbox, I care less about that one. Mostly a standard install. QuickTime. Torrent. Or Qubit Torrent. GIMP. Yep. I'll put that on there too, just in case I'm burning. OpenOffice. Do I have an OpenOffice on this, or do I have normal office? I should probably install normal office. I think I've got to copy that inside. So I'll have to do that at some point, I guess. What else we got here? Most of that looks alright. Go and get. Oh. Wow, that is cold. Let's see, keep. Let me see here. I don't necessarily need that, so that's alright. I'll just do the whole install. It'll just install everything for me. Do the automatic install, which is the easiest option. So let's see, close that. Right. So pretty much at this point, I'm doing that. Those are going to be the main installs for the moment, so I'm just waiting for those. I'll wait for those to download for this point in time. I guess I can leave the computer just to do that. If there's any other updates, I don't think there is. Any other programs I free up, I sort of use on a regular basis. This, I'm not sure whether there's actually an update for that. Let's see. Unable to access. Check startup updates. Check for updates. No, unable to access network. That's interesting. Just go to the website and actually see if there's an available version. It's the free. Well, you're using the free version anyway. Guessing the free version doesn't have automatic updates. That's probably the reason I'm not getting it for the latest version anyway. So let me see. To USB setup. Let me see here. Let me see. Alright. Oh, it is cold. Wow, fuck, it is cold. So, I'll install that anyway. Come on. So, I'm just gonna close that, press that shit. close that for a second. So, pretty much just random install, zooms on, install, it's already installed, zooms on, install it. Yes, install as version, which was anything else? Yeah. I did have VMware Workstation on here, but I'm putting a freeware version on there, which it's Oracle. I'll probably end up putting that on there. I had it there before, so we'll see. Delete. Let me see here. Okay, that's better. Right, so that's done. Some workstation anyway. Into recycling bin. New version of Windows. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. That actually works now. Okay, that didn't work before. That's interesting. Okay. Well, it must be the better internet, I guess. I don't know. I was having an issue with that before. Curious. So we got that. Close that. Close that. Go back to that. And then make this a Google search page. Put that on the other screen anyway. Or just do a couple of things on the other screen as well. So that's downloading. Huh. Fantastically interesting and curious, though. Curious. That's interesting. Okay. 42%. So pretty much, yeah, it's just updating my Workbench computer. I just want to make sure everything's up to date on it. It's freaking cold out here. I should have brought a jacket. Eventually, I'm going to get an air conditioner set up in here so it's warmer, to be honest. So, yeah. What the fuck? Am I going around a loop or what? Did I just see the same? Anyway, that's... Oh no, hold on a second, I'm not going to loop. It's alright, I'm installed. Yeah, okay. It's alright. Duh. I thought I was going for a loop there. I was like, oh no, hold on a second, that's right. No new version of it was found. That's perfect. You currently have the new version of Marvel. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep that. And I'm going to close that. Those are going to update, which is great. And is there anything else on here that needs to be done? Anything else? HD Tune Pro. Which I did test that. I've got one on my main computer, so I'll probably test hard drives inside and stuff like that anyway. So delete that. What else we got? Logitech video stuff, which I don't care about. I can just go fucking by my websites, which is downloading in the background at the moment. So I'm going to leave that to download, and I will come back and check that periodically. In the meantime, I'll probably lock the garage while I do that. I'll probably go back inside and edit this video anyway. So, yeah, basically I'm just updating it, so just making sure that everything's up to date, which is a few programs here that I've got to update, which they're all being updated for this, which percentage of the stuff I've put on this computer is freeware anyway. What else? HD Tune. Bad little program. I've got the testing station here too if I want to do tests and virus scanning out here as well. Of course, I don't know, it's fairly cold out here at the moment, so I'm going to see, as I said, I'm going to see if I can set up an air conditioner at some point out here to a reverse cycle, obviously, that can be done in winter or summer, depending. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, so let's see. That's pretty good. So at this point, I've got my sister's computer up on the bench. I will be cleaning out this tomorrow, because as you can see, it's very freaking dusty. I don't know if you can actually see, but probably maybe you can't. Oh my god, yeah, it's just freaking dusty. Trust me. Yeah, you can see it now. It's freaking dusty, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So then we got that. I probably will. I might actually put a better power board up there because I've run out of a bit of room for things because I've got lights up there as well. So maybe I'll get a different power adapter with more. I mean, if it's a desktop computer, depending on, I mean, I can only really work on one at a time, I guess, because I've only got my KVM's only got one extra thing to do stuff. So that's not a major issue. And if it's a laptop, I'll just whack it next to the desktop, obviously. So I've got to strip this machine. Where is it? There we go. I've got to strip this machine. As you can see, that's definitely something that's on the agenda to strip. And I'm going to strip that and use it for extras, for extra parts and stuff. So at this point, I got that, and that. I'm pretty much ready. I'm ready now for any work that I need to do in particular, specific things. So you know. In the meantime, installing TeamViewer 11. Okay, so they're installing. I'm going to leave that to install. I'm probably going to edit this video anyway. So at this point, I've got everything almost set up. It's sort of a little bit, you know, messy in this section here, but not too bad otherwise. What do you... Oh, this... Put that aside. Oh, no, I'll leave it out here. I'm not really worried about that. It's all good. So, at this point, I've got my sister's laptop there. It's ready to go, or not ready to go, but ready to be looked at, obviously, which I have to take the back off and do a couple other things with it, so I don't know whether... I probably won't do that today. It's fairly cold out here, so I'll probably do it when I've got a proper jacket and everything else. So, that's alright. In the meantime, I'm going to leave this computer to update, because it needs to, and I will come and check it later at this point, because it's still downloading. I mean, these and then... Yeah, they should be a little while. I'll come and check it a little bit later. Oh, my key. My keys. My key. There, right. Alright, and obviously my drill. Not my drill, my automatic screwdriver. Just put that down for a second. There we go. Replug. I really need to bring the freaking air conditioner out here. It's freaking cold out here. It's mainly the reason I'm not staying out here for a little longer. I probably will end up staying out here at some point, and I'll have to be working fairly hard till certain hours. As I said, I always set my hours between a certain time parameter anyway. I tend to set them between 9 AM and 9 AM and 5 PM each day. So those are my working hours basically. Those are the times that the workshop's open. So all right, I'm going to leave it there anyway. For now, YouTube, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy my videos, as per usual. Like, favorite, and subscribe, of course. And please stay tuned, there's heaps coming up. More videos to come, obviously, of some more projects that I will get up to in the next few days. I've been doing a lot of line inside, it's been freaking warm. Yes, I know I've been staying inside a lot, but I mean, there's still stuff to do around the house, and, you know, that type of stuff. But here's my dad's computer working anyway. Oh, as you can see, there we go. And my dad's computer's working and everything else. The temperatures are a lot better than they were originally. Let's see here. Where are we? Check those temperatures. Yeah, the temperatures are pretty good on it. I'm pretty happy with those. Actually, it's actually a lot better temperatures than it was before. So he's going pretty well with his. I think maybe his a little. Does his need a little bit updating maybe? Let's see. Update. I don't think I updated Java. That's about the only thing I didn't update. Everything else I did. All his stuff should be working fine. I think I ran scans as well. I would probably run a scan on the Workbench machine, but I don't feel like doing it right now. I'm just updating all the software and everything else is on there. So, oh, for fuck's sake, really? So, yeah, that's interesting. Do I have the same problem or not? Yeah, I'm coming across this problem. It seems to be a common theme, and this is almost, just as the same as my computer. Oh, okay, no, never mind, it came up. I mean, I'm using an SSD on this computer. This is the thing. It's a cheap SSD, but it's still an SSD. It's an SSD which is 120 gigabytes, which it should be okay. It should be fine. So occasionally I just get little lag issues, I guess. But then it could be the processor isn't that new in it. I mean, the actual specs. A little bit of latency. I think the latency, if I remember correctly, was related to Zone Alarm. I think offhand. I'm not sure, but. Yeah, that's kind of fucking annoying. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. The problem is I'll have to install my antivirus. The problem is my antivirus isn't multi-licensed. The Zone Alarm is the only one that's multi-licensed at the moment. So, that's a fucking frustrating problem. Come on, you fucking cunt. Okay, so this problem has cropped up on Dad's computer. So, I may have to actually purchase new antivirus software, because I found that's my problem. The problem was coming on my computer, but I simply had to get myself some new antivirus software. Fuck. Frustrating. There's always some fucking cost involved, especially these days. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, there we go. I mean, this computer is not that old, to be honest. And I mean, at the end of it, I don't think it's an Intel. I don't know what it is related to something anyway. But so what have we got? It's 8 gigabytes of RAM, 3.4 gigahertz, which, you know, it's still a good processor for regardless of what it is. This fucking pisses me off though. That's going to download. I'm going to let that download for my dad. And for the moment, it should be alright. I mean, I've dusted it out anyway, so... and the temperatures are really good on the system, so I'm not going to gripe too much. Turn that off for a second. Okay, back inside. It's fucking much warmer in here than it fucking is out there. Colder than a witch's tit out there, for fuck's sake. Okay, so yeah, that's done. Pretty much back to here for the moment, and yeah, that's pretty much me done my video. Well, my video for today on the repair bench and running around doing a few things around the house. I recently did some dishes too, which was just something recent I did. I did some dishes, as you can see, all stacked up neatly, and yeah. And my laptop, I've done plenty of updates on that. That's all been fixed up, which is great, fantastic. I've also done updates on my computer, the laptop, Dad's computer, and I've got to do some more on the workbench computer. But unfortunately, the workbench computer is a little harder in some circumstances. So, anyway, thank you very much, YouTube/Twitch TV. Hope you enjoy my videos as per usual. Like, favorite, and subscribe. You can contribute to my Patreon campaign, my PayPal campaigns, my things of that nature. So. Always plenty of that stuff around. If you're not obligated to, but if you want to, it always helps me out. Alright, thank you very much, and catch you. Bye.